Rimani benedetto, stay blessed, mantente bendecido. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the first type of these type of videos. We're already messing up the wording, but I'm not gonna edit anything else. We're gonna be raw and real and quick and efficient, optimal. That's the word. We're gonna be optimal on this channel because I have a word to share with you, and I have so many testimonies. They're not, these crazy testimonies maybe of like drug addicts or like other things. I'm very imperfect, so throughout my life I've had these little testimonies, but they add up to so many life lessons that I've been able to learn. And this first episode, this first video, I just want to talk about why why do I make these videos. Most of you already know me. Most of you know about the videos I post on my TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. So why do I do these videos? Why have I chosen to upload my story or these Bible verses, or why do I do it? First and foremost, I understand that I have a purpose. My purpose is to serve the Lord. Yes, I have a goal and a dream that in this world I want, but I don't want it more than God, period. Because I have learned to understand that dream, that goal that I have here on this earth can be taken away just like that, whether it be because of opportunity loss or physical things that could happen to me that stop me from reaching that dream. So I've learned that this is the most important thing, to serve the Lord, to give the Lord thanks for everything He's done. He's brought me up until this point. So that's why I make these videos, to give my gratitude. This is my worship. This is my praise to the Lord. I thank God because He's been faithful, and I have to share His gospel. We're called to share His gospel, to share the good news, and I'm sure that this will be beneficial for a lot of you, even if right now you don't believe in God or don't have a relationship with God that you might consider like a good one. I'm sure that this won't just help those who may believe in God, but this will definitely be just life lessons that obviously I've learned through my relationship with God. But some people will take it as just prudence and knowledge. So that's my first reasoning of why I would make these videos, to serve God. Also, I wanted to say that I don't do these videos to be popular, to be famous. That's not why I do it. Number one, ain't nobody want to go to the grocery store and not be able to, shop in peace. That's not the type of fame we're reaching. I mean, I guess they deal with that, but for now, I'm happy with the way I live, undercover. But I do these videos mainly because I understand, I've been able to understand one day I will be gone, whether it be when I'm young or when I'm older. But I want to have these videos kind of as a memory, a legacy, kind of, not to make myself great or anything. No, that's not why. But just so people can have this as a remembrance, not of like my life, but just like of how God can use somebody, because I think it's important that people can see the rawness of a person. And I'm gonna be real on this channel. There's not gonna be sugarcoating. I'm gonna be as real as I get. I'm gonna admit my mistakes, admit the things I've done wrong, but so you can take that and you can learn, and maybe you might be in a similar boat in your current state. So that's why I just want people to be able to grow closer to God throughout what they may learn in my videos. Or you might be like, oh, why did you do this? I would have done it like this. So now you're learning from my mistakes, and I think that's very important, because I've learned throughout my journey with God to learn from other people's mistakes, what not to do. You need to observe, you need to be prudent, right? And have that discernment. So why? Well, what's another reason why I make these, or why do I want to make these videos? I think that, like I said earlier, God has been so good with me, and time after time He's arrived at the right time, at the right moment. And I think that by making these videos, somebody's life can change. And whether be 1,000 people, 100 people, 10 people, 2 people, or 1 person, even if that 1 person is me. Because at the end of the day, a lot of times when I speak, when I'm especially when I've been called to like do little preaches, because I'm not somebody who does these long preaches. I'm not somebody who's gonna take up a lot of time. I'm gonna focus on what I need to focus on, and if the Holy Spirit deviates me, then He'll deviate me. But usually I don't deviate from the main message too much. But like, it's almost like sometimes in the moment I'm preaching to the person, and obviously God's speaking through me, using me as just a vessel, because at the end of the day we're His instruments. But maybe I don't capture that word in that moment, but later on when I remember, when I'm thinking about that preach that I gave, then I'm like, wow, that applies to me. Maybe God was speaking to me. A lot of times I'd make the videos, they're really just for me. They're so obviously for you, so because I post them, but they're for me because I can go back to them, and maybe I need them in a different time, or maybe I need them in that moment. And when I'm making it, I'm like, wow, I can change this, and this can help somebody else as well. So that's why I share it. So I think it's very important that we all have our testimonies, share it to other people, whether it be through videos or in person. I think that it's very important that we share testimonies, because somebody will need it. And really, I don't want to take too much of your time. 7 minutes is fine. We'll obviously talk about different life experiences, different things I've gone through that I've learned how to deal with, obviously through my relationship with God. And I think it's very important that we all just be in one mindset, to learn, to love, and to trust the Lord. Stay blessed.